That's all I can say about
Fold.
We are five-handed inside the Poker Dome.
I'll bet the pot.
Odd bets the pot with his ace-jack suited.
And Whale is in the big blind. She gets a tiny discount if she would choose to call here, but she'll be out of position with a weak kicker. She tosses it.
Out of position, and she gets out of the way. So Brett Ott picks up back-to-back pots. Taking to our leaderboard, Kara Wheaton out of Pleasant Hill, Iowa on top now with over 100,000 in chips. She had a big hand to knock out our first player of the evening. The 34-year-old, well, she digs poker, laid back to start out a tournament, and Kara has a special connection to a familiar face here at the Poker Dome, but it's always family first for this Midwestern girl.
I live with my husband Brian in Pleasant Hill, Iowa, and our 4 children, Miranda, Jameson, Bailey, and Eli. I play with Dell, who's already qualified for the $1 million table here in March.
Quazone is headed to the $1 million table.
And we play in a weekly home game back in Iowa. It would be amazing to play with Rodell at that $1 million table. Although because I play him all the time, I do know his tells.
I love that. You get a real playful energy off of Kara Wheaton, and she's clearly enjoying her moment in the spotlight. She's been chatting up a storm, and she's really liking the game right now. Let's see if that continues if she's not the chip leader.
She's been basking in that glow ever since we started, so she's been great energy for the table. Berniston, the ace-10, putting his chips into play.
I fold.
Whale, tough decision there.
Lots of folding. Tough decision.
So it's Barry Berniston betting it and winning it. We are five-handed. We started the evening with 6. One player dropped early. 5 still alive for $25,000. And also then moving on for a shot at $50,000. That will be the spoils to tonight's victory.
Fold.
A lot of quality hands for five-handed here. Wheaton folds a playable hand, but early position, it's a little dicey. Berniston, ace-8 suited gets in there. Whale, ace-jack, and look at Ott in the big blind.
I fold.
Over to Ott.
Call.
Merely calling.
Now the problem with calling there, John, is that Ott will be in the worst position for the rest of the hand. And if overcards come like that, he'll have a tough decision.
Flop three-way, king, 8-4.
Check.
King of scare card for Ott.
Fold.
Now a decision for our Nebraska native.
Fold.
Had the best hand, but with that king there and a bet in front of him, was not secure enough to hang on to that one. So it's Barry Berniston representing the United Kingdom, taking down that pot. Barry's married to Vedette and has a son, an 8-year-old son, Lewis. His style is aggressive, and he's relatively new to the game, and Barry got a poker set for Christmas. He's been playing nonstop ever since.
I'm from Doncaster, South Yorkshire in the UK. I'm a poker addict. I must play 4, 5, 6 hours a day. I work all day at a power tools factory, but then when I get home it's poker. My son Lewis is crazy about football. He loves watching it, plays it all the time. If I win, I'll be taking Lewis to a Chelsea game and maybe bring him to Vegas for the next round.
Looking ahead, possibly talking about the next round, but it's good that when they put the heart monitors on, they also scan these guys, so the drill had to be left back in his car.
And just a clarification for people from Nebraska. When he says football, he means soccer.
Yes, there is a difference over there in the UK.
Fold.
I call.
Wheaton makes the call.
John Brand does not want to make a flush here.
No, that would be deadly for him. A 4, deuce, and a 10.
But he'll definitely take that flop. 2 paired. Starts out with a raggedy 4 deuce, and now he's got a monster 92% favor to win this hand.
And players love that when you start out with rags and it morphs into a monster.
Hot.
I fold.
Wheaton wisely gets out of the way. So it's John Brand Jr. betting at it and taking it. He's a 27-year-old from Knoxville, Tennessee, and John recently enjoyed a very special vacation with his longtime girlfriend.
I recently got engaged to my longtime girlfriend, Candace. We were on a cruise in the Bahamas, and I wanted to get it on film, so I met with the cruise director. They ended up broadcasting it on the cruise ship's televisions in the staterooms. By the end of the cruise, we were celebrities. Everybody was offering to buy us drinks. If I win in the Poker Dome, it's going to be a heck of a honeymoon.
So with his experience sharing the love on TV, John Brand Jr. probably feels like a seasoned vet tonight, because that's a lot of pressure, getting down on your knee and proposing, let alone doing it in front of everybody.
Yeah, the big difference here, though, is if John Brand wins tonight, he'll have to be buying the drinks.
There you go. Blinds up to 1,000 and 2,000 as play continues from Las Vegas.
Six would call. Fold.
I'm a call.
Kara Wheaton jumps into the action.
Check.
Berniston checks it. We will see a flop, three-handed. 9, deuce, jack.
Check.
Berniston has an open-ended straight draw, but with 3 clubs on board, he'll probably want to proceed carefully here. Nobody has a club, and Berniston's bet works.
Absolutely. Aggression does pay. Well, 5 players still alive from our original 6. We're broadcasting from Vegas. This is the MatchingPoker.com Poker Dome Challenge.